What's up, guys and gals, and welcome to Veve Vibes, where I love talking all things NFTs, speculation, and of course the market. So today we're going to be doing a very quick vibe check. In about an hour and a half or so, we're going to have the Veve AMA coming out. So I'm really curious to see how the market is actually going to be reacting to some of these announcements. We have no idea if it's going to be web app before the end of the month, more Star Wars, new IP. We have no idea what it's going to be. But I did have some friends and some other community members tell me over the last probably 36 to 24 hours, there's been a lot of movement on the Veve market. To be honest, yesterday, pretty much all of my attention was on HRO. I was also hanging out with friends and stuff, but we're going to be covering both the Veve as well as the HRO market. First, probably 8 to 10 minutes will be Veve, and the last 2 to 3 minutes will be HRO, because HRO is pretty quick for the most part. So let's go ahead and jump into it. First thing we're going to do, let's actually check out the, let's do the collectibles first, actually. I know we kind of switch around between collectibles and comics as like which one's going first. We'll go ahead and look at the top losers. Wow. Uncommon Electra below $10 right now. So I'm not sure what's happening here. She's completely fallen off the face of the earth. I know she has that 8.5% fee, so she's not, you know, a good gem mule as something like Toby's and some of the other things that are at 2.5%. But this has got to be, it's one of the cheapest collectibles on the app right now. Like there's no other reasoning for it. You know, Lenetra, uncommon at below 10 gems. That's crazy to think about. Trixie the Bunny down 25%. Lenetra, like I said earlier, is down 25%. Down 20% is Cora. Elf Labbit down 18%. Marking Time, the poster for 007, is 16%. Spider-Woman all the way down to 16.5 gems. That is just crazy. Down 16%. Harley Quinn, ultra rare, down 16% as well, all the way down to 250. Is this her all-time low? I'm kind of curious, see if this will populate, because I'm really curious to see if this is actually her all-time low for the most part. Yep, it's got to be. I mean, this is the time where I've been saying it, you know, every other week or so for the last few months, where it's like, this is an all-time low, this is an all-time low. So people are just really quick selling a lot of their stuff. And from what I've heard, a lot of the collectibles that have actually gone up in price are your typical ones, where it's a lot of the season 1, or I should say a lot of the black and white stuff from probably season 1 to season 3, and then or series 3, I should say, as well as some of the like golden moments and things like that. But yeah, Mothman down 15%, Corpseman down 14%, Yeti, Day of the Dead both down 14 as well. So a lot of things are just hitting all-time lows for the most part. Deadpool, ultra rare at 110. Wow, I remember when this thing was in like the 600-700s, I believe, at one point, or even higher. But the fact that it's at 110 is nuts to think about. Yeah, this thing did touch 970 gems at one point, and if we kind of take the average or where those peaks are, 700 gems, and the fact that it's at 110, yeah, I think people, this is just preparation of just, I think, Star Wars announcements, MTL coming out relatively soon, a lot of other things. But now is honestly a fantastic time to come in if you're a buyer. You know, I feel bad for a lot of the people that came into Veve during January, February, you know, even the early part of March, but April and May are going to be amazing times to buy going forward. I think over the next few weeks, maybe even a month or so, it's going to be an amazing time to buy on Veve regardless. So let's go ahead and check out the top gainers. Now this will be interesting. I'm really curious to see what things have actually pumped quite a bit over the last 24 hours. So Dragon Girl Gold up 26%. So we've actually had some things pump more than some things have actually dropped on the market. So it's actually nice to see. So Dragon Girl Gold's at 400. Rise of Ultraman poster up to 61, up 26%. Throg, the mighty Frognir, 25% as well. Bucky Barnes, interesting, going up 25% at $45. Little Friends Black and White, still at sub $200, but I guess at one point he was at like 140 and people bought it up 25%. Floating Toby, still hanging around at the 100 gem mark. I think it's actually outperforming even some of the Marvel stuff. You know, some of the other even like Marvel ultra rares, which is kind of crazy to think about. Rewind Collective logo up to 280, so up 25%. So interestingly enough is the downtrend, or like the biggest losers. There was a couple listings at 25%, then it kind of quickly got down into the teens. We're seeing a whole lot of listings going up above or around 25% right now. So let's keep going down here. Atlas Ready, that's the rare. Voltron, that is up 25%. Ghost Bear Red, 24%. House of Cards Cleopatra, that's up 24. Oh man, dude, I remember when this thing was going for well over 1,000 or even 1,500 gems, even surrounding the time when we had the new House of Cards that came out with like Joan of Arc, Pocahontas, all that stuff. But just the fact that even it got this low, looks like at one point it was really close to 500 gems and people had to pick it up. Yeah, 470 was its all-time low. Yeah, this thing pumped to 2,500 like not too long ago. It seemed like a month and a half ago. It just seems like time really flies by when you're on Veve for the most part. So yeah, that's a lot of the stuff that has pumped. And again, we are kind of getting a repeating list here after a while. But let's go ahead and check out the comics. What is the top comics that are pumping right now? Wow, Immortal Hulk #1, ultra rare, going up nearly 40%. It's doing pretty incredible stuff. First issue of the Immortal Hulk. Okay, so there's some significance, obviously, to this Hulk comic, to the Immortal Hulk version. Amazing Spider-Man #50, that's up 33%. Amazing Spider-Man 252, that is the really expensive one. So I guess people were selling one of these at basically 7K at one point. Now it's up 30%. Vote Loki common got so low, all the way down to like 4 gems it seems. So people thought that was too low, started buying that up. So it's up 27%. Fantastic Four Annual #3. This one doesn't have any like super significant first appearances, but I do know this one's actually somewhat popular just because it has a lot of appearances, just like characters in general. Just a ton of characters show up in this comic, and so it's actually kind of nice to see all these characters. You don't see them in the secret rare variant, but if you look at the common or uncommon variant, there's a whole lot of Marvel characters on that cover. So I do think that one is relatively popular for that reason. Jungle Action, I think that's the first appearance of Eric Killmonger. That is up to almost box price, so almost up to 7 gems, but it's up 26%. Ultimate Fantastic Four #21, it's 26%. Ultimate Fallout, still under 100 gems. I remember when the common itself was going for 110, 115. Now we actually have the uncommon barely getting up to the point of 100, so it's up 26%. I still need to buy one of these, to be honest. I'm really trying to get the rare, because the rare comic I think just looks absolutely fantastic. See if we can actually pull it up here. If we scroll down, I just love that red background. You can't really see it. I have to actually move my screen. I just absolutely love that. If you can see it in the bottom right here, I know it's kind of hard to see, but dude, the red background, it just looks absolutely amazing. So I'd love to get that, but that one's about like 250-ish gems, maybe 300 gems at this point. I'll have to look it up. Hitmonkey #1, uncommon, up 25%. There's a whole lot of comics pumping right now. Ultimate Fallout, the common right now is at 62 gems. In my opinion, an amazing time to buy. I'll probably have to pick one up on probably my other phone, because that one actually has more, my alt phone actually has more gems than my main phone that I typically lose. But it looks like I just missed out on the bottom of 42 gems. Honestly, I do think these could go even lower with whatever announcement's going to happen here in the next hour and a half, whether it's a brand new IP or Star Wars or a combination of both, whatever it's going to be. I do foresee some prices going down even lower. I'm just kind of curious to see how the market reacts to all of this. Amazing Spider-Man #3, first appearance of Dr. Octopus, all the way, looks like it was down to roughly 16, maybe 17 gems at one point. Now it's up to 24. And Not Brand Ech #1, up 23%. So yeah, there's a whole lot of comics up well over 20% right now. So I think comics are actually performing pretty well. Take a look at the top losers really quick while this is going on. Captain America #117, down 20%. Not really sure what that one is. Fallen Sun, down 19%. Spider-Woman #3, #37. I think that's the first appearance of, gosh, what's his name? It's not Banshee. It's, I'm gonna find it out here in like 5 seconds when that eventually loads. Werewolf by Night, first appearance of Siren. That's what it is, Siren. Banshee's the kind of like the male counterpart, I believe, to Siren. Werewolf by Night #32, first appearance of Moon Knight. That one's down to all the way down to 12 gems. Captain America 117, that one's down to 235. Uncanny X-Men #96, that's down 16%. So a lot of stuff, good amount of stuff is down for comics, but it really peaks at 20% and goes down into the mid-teens like very quickly. But a lot of the other comics are actually pumping 25%, anywhere between 25 to 20% pretty consistently for the most part. Astonishing X-Men #1, Fantastic Four #5 rare. Interesting. So actually that cover variant of Doctor Doom, which I love, the ultra rare variant. I do want to get that comic as well one day. But that one, I think last I checked was like 550, 600. Maybe the rare one, the rare counterpart is a good one to pick up as well. I do love the way Dr. Doom looks. I would have liked to have the background kind of filled out for the ultra rare, but you know, it is what it is. So that's pretty much it. I think right now there's a lot of green going on in the market. It's looking very positive and optimistic. I think people just took advantage of some like ridiculously low pricing going on in the market. Actually, maybe we'll check out, only because it's something I did mention before. I know we're spending a little bit more time on Veve, but the golden moments, I do think a lot of people made moves on the golden moments, as well as some of the series 1 and 2, like Batman, like black and white Batmans. So hopefully this will load. Come on, work with me. Golden. There it goes. Yeah, last I saw, Avengers logo was really cheap. It's like, looks like it's actually down again. I heard this was at like 250 at one point, and then like pumped up to like 400. Now it's back down to right around 300. Partner statue going for 8,600. Chippendale 212. Man, this thing was, I could have sworn this thing was peaking up at like 700-ish at one point, and now it's all the way back down to 212. If I have to admit, and it's something I actually talked about with a friend not too long ago, yeah, like 640, that if you're looking to buy some stuff, maybe buying some of the more old school or some of like the stuff, some things that haven't been released since, let's say, roughly the beginning of this year, might be a slightly better investment, because there's already more hodlers. Like there's probably more people hodling R2D2 for the long term than there is like Chippendale or Cogsworth and Lumiere or Donald and Daisy Duck, because those are still relatively new. There's a lot of people that won those drops initially and are trying to find possibly an exit point. And it's not like the old school people aren't looking for an exit point either. People that have been holding or aren't willing to sell their R2D2 for relatively cheap. We're seeing that here. But if I'm willing to put my gems, you know, if I was to put like another 2, 3, 4,000 gems into the market and I was going to buy stuff, I probably want to buy stuff that's more along the lines of like season 1, season 2, or maybe stuff that was kind of like golden moments or before, ideally. But you can kind of pay for whatever you want. Although comics, I do think like comics, you can pretty much buy any of the ones that you feel like are really good. Skateboard at 270 right now. Homer and Bart at 380. Pizza Planet truck. So pretty much all the golden moments have gone up roughly anywhere between like 5 to 10%, except for certain ones like Chippendale, Partner statue, Avengers logo. See if there's any more. If we scroll down here, I remember was Sebastian and Flounder was below 100. I know Cogsworth and Lumiere were below 100. Yep, they still are. They're at 88 right now. Wally 12%. Up 12 at 230. So yeah, a lot of the golden moments. I mean, look at Elsa. I think at one point Elsa was going for 500. Looks like just shy of 500. So now it's up 28%. Lane in the Tramp up 20%. Mickey Sorcerer's Hat. This one is still brutal for me, investing in that over 4K months and months ago. And I'm just holding it. There's really no point in selling it in my mind. Yeah, there was multiple times where I could have sold it and rebuy, but I don't think anyone expected the market to basically just completely bottoming out like it is right now. C3PO at 15%, and Iron Man back up to almost 500. But I did hear, I think Iron Man was bottoming out like 300-ish. Let me see the market here. And again, Ecomi Wiki doesn't pick up every single nuance. Sometimes it does miss certain pricing, or sometimes, you know, 1 or 2 people can like really undercut the floor, and if that gets bought up within the hour, Ecomi Wiki's not going to pick up on it. But yeah, at one point, looks like there's Iron Man was getting sold for 350, which is something I never would have thought of. I mean, imagine if you just sold it up here at 3K, even if you sold it somewhere at 2,500. I mean, you just go back and you rebuy what, 4 or 5 of these if you really wanted to. So you basically you sell one, you wait 3 months, you can basically turn one Iron Man into 3 or 4. That's pretty crazy to think about. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Veve. We're going to switch over to Hero right now. If the page will load, do I have to refresh this? There it goes. So we're loading up here. I still have quite a few packs left. So I have 2 on the market right now, which is why it's only showing 4 instead of 6 packs right now, because I have 2 on the market that are just kind of waiting to be sold. I think I put both of them just shy of 200, just in case the price goes up overnight, but I still have 3 packs left over to sell. So yeah, these superhuman packs are actually, they really dropped in price. I remember yesterday I sold a couple, probably 2 or 3 above 250. I was really happy with those prices, and I was like, you know what, maybe I'll wait a bit just to see if prices end up going up again. And I think they might crest up to 200 again, but I don't think it's going to reach 250 or 300 either ever again, or not for a very long time. And as you can see, there's a lot of undercutting going on, a lot of listings for the new digital packs happening right now, so it doesn't look like that's going to happen anytime soon. And if we go back to here, the original pack, someone has a listing for 420.69. That's nice. So packs right now, I actually did see recent sales. Let's see if I can actually see it. Yeah, so not last night, but yesterday during the drop of the new packs, I did see packs were selling for about 450, and then within about a 15 to 20 minute span, like while the packs were getting dropped, while people were buying them off the wait list and relisting them, I did see these packs actually go up in price. So I think a lot of people's strategy was to buy 10 packs of the new one, sell as many as they can, and then reinvest into the new packs, because nothing is going to top off the new packs or the oldest packs possible, right? These are the first digital packs that's ever been released on Hero. I think these are going to hold the most value of any of the packs long term. And yeah, even I consider doing this. I might sell a couple more packs while I can. I might liquidate all of the packs except for, you know, the one original Batman Universe one, and buy one more Batman Universe. And that might be a separate investing strategy, where I might actually invest in Batman Universe just for the super long term and see how much these things sell for in a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. I'm just genuinely curious how that's going to pan out. We'll go ahead and take a quick look at the Superhuman Strength. Superhuman Strength, the new digital cards. So the prices of these cards have dropped pretty drastically since I last checked. I remember unboxing 2 of these Vixens, and I sold one for like 250, the other one for like 200. Now they're already half the price, or even less than half the price from when I sold it at 250. So yeah, it seems like the strategy going forward is like, if you do get these packs on Hero, whether you open them or sell them, you need to do both of those pretty much immediately and list them immediately as fast as you can, because eventually it's going to get to the point where it's just a race to start undercutting each other, not only just on the packs, but also as the cards as well. A lot of the whales, I feel like, are looking to try and make moves on these cards, while people just might overlook the fact that they have a low mint number and they list it on the market for a cheap price and they start grabbing them. But yeah, pretty much everything on here has gone down more than half the price for the most part. But I do like this mirror card a lot. I was able to get rid of all 6 of my cards in a relatively short fashion, probably all within 20 to 30 minutes of when I got them. So I got a decent price at the end of the day. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the for the Hero. I keep calling it HRO, Hero, whatever you want to call it. Vibe check on the market. So hope you guys enjoyed. Please double and triple check all of your listings so you don't screw yourself over, and I'll catch you guys next time.